Hello again. I'm back here with to speak about the PlayStation 4 and what happened at E3. Just to like some of my friends who may be watching this, or just some people who are coming to browse, going through. I mean, they're going through and browsing through channels, and they stumbled upon this video. Thank you for watching this or just listening to this. I'm just going to talk about what I saw with the PlayStation 4. I did one about the Xbox One earlier, and now I'm doing this for the PS4. Anyway, so I watched the entire thing, and I gotta tell you, man. I thought. Well, let me start off with the good. Right, there's always good, there's always bad. There was a ton of things that I felt that were great. One in particular was Kingdom Hearts 3. It's about time that they showed something, but they said it was in development, which leads me to my con about that. It's in development. I'm like, man, come on, 10. You had at least 10. I know you had at least 10 years to come up with something for us. Like not something, but because I did come up with something. But what I mean is for it to come out on the release date. I mean, as a launch title. But granted, this isn't new technology, so at least we're getting something. So I'm happy about that. I just don't know when the game's coming out, and I don't want it to be another Final Fantasy Versus 13 type of an ordeal where we wait 5 years for nothing. So I'm kind of on the edge about Kingdom Hearts 3, because I always say that because I'm not too sure when it's going to come out. But other than that, man, it's going to be an amazing game, a solid game, and it's going to be worth the experience. Now, other things, I loved how Sony had a direct response to Microsoft. The whole we believe in the used game policy. We support used games, and how you don't have to access the internet daily, and just several other things that they said that I can't think from the top of my head of what they said. But it was just all in direct response, and the audience went crazy over the statements that Sony was saying directed towards Xbox. And what else? What else, man? What else? I'm losing my train of thought here. Hold on. Oh yeah. And I love the fact that I love their features as well, like with their controllers, or with their controller. But that's things that they spoke about during their press conference back in February. One of the things that really kind of, I would say, threw me off was them not actually specifying, touching bases on the backwards compatibility. The whole little issue if there was going to be some anything backwards compatible. But I mean that's whatever though, man. Let me go to another subject. So Gran Turismo 6, Forza 5. I'm not one to talk about versus or anything, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I say Forza 5 because, well, they came with something, and Gran Turismo 6 was certainly to be expected, and it was no sleeper as well. I thought the cars in the art direction of that game looked phenomenal. What else? Forgive me too for stuttering, because there's so many titles that PlayStation has. Microsoft had 20 game titles in development. They have over 140, and I'm no fanboy, but my goodness, dude, that is a lot. That is a lot of games in development for a system. For that comes out this November. Speaking of which, let me touch bases on the system itself, the way it looks. Now, okay, first impressions, I like the way it looks, but I promise you, it didn't look like the Xbox One, but it reminded me of it with the whole slick, like two different styles on that same system, where it's like one part is glossy and the other part is kind of just dull. But again, it looked nice. I did like the way the system looked, and I'm happy that they waited to reveal it at E3. Kind of gave it some more meaning. Everything got revealed. And speaking of being revealed, the prices, I forgot to speak about that in the first one, about Xbox One. $499. Yeah, you're out of your mind, man. $399 sounds much better than $499. Especially considering what you're going to be getting with the PS4 and all the content and all the great games that's going to be coming out with it. And also too, many people were kind of shocked at the whole fact that you have to pay to play multiplayer on the PS4. Now this comes to no shocker to me. I saw this coming a long time ago, but many people who haven't played on the 360 and players on the PSN who haven't owned the PlayStation Plus, who are not PlayStation Plus members, are not going to be used to the whole paying monthly You know, on Xbox Live, I know is $5 a month for a year, or you can get a 1 year subscription for $60, which equates to $5 per month. So yeah, essentially that's what's going on with PS4. But what I did love about it was when they said that you can enjoy single players offline without having to go and check in online. So I thought that was pretty funny when they said that. I kind of giggled at it as well when I thought, Microsoft, pay for it. That was a nice little response. Anyway, what else? What else here? I thought I would have a lot to say, man. I mean, I do, but it was so much that they talked about. They had they were on stage for a long time. I didn't like the way they opened up. I thought their opening was weak in comparison to Microsoft. Because I mean, granted, Microsoft opened with Metal Gear, and Metal Gear is one of my favorites franchises, so that's kind of biased on my part. But still, they kind of opened really weak. They were just talking about the Vita, and I mean, handhelds to me are kind of outdated. People played the 3DS a lot and the PlayStation Vita, and nothing against them or anything, but to me, I can't get back into those things. I would like to actually, or I won't like to, but I wouldn't mind like getting back into the handhelds like the 3DS. But I've tried it and it just didn't work out for me. But anyway, yeah, so I thought the opening was weak in comparison to what I saw earlier today with Microsoft. But as a whole, man, I think the PlayStation 4 absolutely slaughtered the Xbox 360 when it came towards the end anyway, how they actually directly responded to everything, all of the questions that people were asking. Like, here's my thing with Microsoft. They had the stage, they could have responded to all of the questions that they left consumers to believe after their press conference. They'd never touched bases with anybody at E3. But PlayStation directly responded to the animosity, to all of the assumptions, all of the questions that were being asked towards Microsoft, even though they didn't answer it themselves. PlayStation responded to the to what they were speaking about, and man, did they make some noise, boy! They made some noise. $3.99. We support used games. You don't have to play. You don't have to check in online to play offline. Our system is a gaming system first and entertainment second. All these features, plus they also have the broadcasting just like Microsoft's Xbox One and the PS4. PS4 too. Let me go ahead and go with some other games too, because my mind's kind of twisting up here. PS4, they're just another lineup other than Kingdom Hearts, which blew me away, which pretty much was the only thing on PlayStation 4 that actually affected me, because I grew up with that one. Well, I won't say grew up, but when I was a teenager or a young teenager, I played that a lot. Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2. It didn't have a killer instinct effect on me, but it did have a huge one. I was hoping to get see like some Uncharted possibly, or God of War. I was really hoping for a God of War or 5, or at least 4, a sequel to 3. See what happened at the end when Kratos was at the top of that hill and his blood was just left there. I was hoping to see something with that. I mean, I saw Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I thought, well, I mean, really? I don't really care for that, because they just took Assassin's Creed into an entirely different direction. I wanted to see some Uncharted. I think Nathan Drake is on a roll here. Who else? Killzone, I got to see Killzone, but I saw that during the press conference. Killzone looks good. I mean, to me, it's no Halo, so I don't care about Killzone. But I played Killzone, so I'm not being biased, by the way. I just thought Halo was more of my type of a game. So that's not to say it's better. It's to each his own. But anyway, Infamous looked really cool. I played the demo when I was on the PS3. It was fun. I never got into it though, because I couldn't really click with it, but it was cool. What else? I think the name is called Watch Dogs. It kind of has like that Grand Theft Auto look to it, and it looked nice. Gran Turismo 6. And by the way, I think that Watch Dog game, I think is exclusive. I'm not too sure. If it isn't, then people will be excited about it for both consoles. But if it is, then hey, all the more. And I love that they have the cross chat feature. PlayStation 3 was really lacking that. I was one of the main issues I had with being on PlayStation 3 was that it really lacked the cross chat feature. And when you come from 360 to the PS3, it's a huge necessity. You absolutely need that cross chat feature when you come from the 360 to the PS3. You don't want to be confined to just texting with a controller or buying a keyboard to type everything up. It's not my forte, man. I just noticed this video stretching kind of past that 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But what else? The pros, the cons. The cons. I thought like throughout it was kind of boring, but I mean, granted, I wish I wanted to see a few things, but I still decided to listen through it just so I can have a few things to say. But yeah, I thought overall I give them maybe if I had to rate them, I'd probably give them considering they responded to 360 as well. I think I gave I think I gave Xbox One a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. So because they responded and they had so many like great games and lineups, I'd give them. I won't give them a 9. I'll probably give them like maybe a 7.5 to an 8, maybe. But their delivery was better than the 360 in certain aspects, especially the price. Yeah, I'm gonna reframe what I said about Xbox on the other one. I gave it a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So I'm gonna give that one a 6 out of 10, and I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. In Nintendo, I am so positive Nintendo's gonna blow everything out of the box. It's gonna be insane, but. Because a lot of these games I saw were just multi-platform games. Bungie's Destiny looks like Halo. I mean, I think they could have just gone into an entirely different direction, not just, hey, we gave 343 Halo, so let's make Halo again. I think you should have just kept Halo if you really missed making futuristic science fiction first-person shooters. But whatever, man. Anyway. It's gonna be kind of tough, differentiating which one I want, because I'm going to get one of the systems, but I'm not too sure which, and I'm not buying it during launch. But right now, I am leaning towards the one, only because of Killer Instinct. And if Kingdom Hearts was a launch title, it would be no question. But I gotta watch tomorrow, watch Nintendo, to kind of lay everything on the table and see. Which one do I feel would kind of blend? Which one of the systems do I feel would blend better with Nintendo to me? Which one would be a better experience for me before I start talking about this is what I think was better. I mean, this is why I think this is better. This is why I think this is worse. So I'll make another video like tomorrow or something, or in 2 days, about which one I would get and which one and how I feel it was better. But anyway, this was my video. I appreciate you guys listening to this 12-minute video, almost 13s, and you all take care, man. See ya.